It is fascinating to watch the opposition to the nomination of Judge Brett Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court. Now, we all knew that anyone Donald Trump nominated to the court was going to be opposed by the Democratic Party and the hard left. Anyone. If Jesus came down, it would have not gone over. And that's because the left in America firmly believes that President Trump and those who support him are bad people. Keep that in mind, bad people. Now, if you look at Judge Kavanaugh's record, it's pretty darn impressive. He is a Republican. There's no doubt about that. He made his reputation under Bush the Younger. He worked to get Bush the Younger elected in the Al Gore controversy. And he basically is a guy who is a traditional Republican, not a doctrinaire ideologue, but traditional. So if you look at his record on the U.S. Court of Appeals, which is the second most powerful court in the country next to the Supreme Court, it's pretty logical. It's you know, even if you're a Democrat and a lefty, you know, he hasn't really done anything outrageous. So the far left, the hard left, the dark left, I use all those terms, they don't want anyone on the Supreme Court who's going to go against liberal ideology. Anyone. And that's where we are. Now, the abortion issue is the wedge, but CNN came up with one last night that I'll get to in a moment, but let's take abortion first. Judge Kavanaugh, when he was being confirmed to the U.S. Court of Appeals, told Charles Schumer, the senator from New York, told him, look, I'm going to support Roe v. Wade. I'm not in the business of trying to overturn Roe v. Wade. I might have some problems with it, but I'm not. That's the law of the land. It's going to be supported by me because I am a traditional judge who upholds the law of the land. I don't make it. I might not like it, but my job is to uphold it, so I will. Flat out, that's what he said. Now, the abortion people have seized upon one situation where Judge Kavanaugh said, I don't believe an illegal alien minor crossing the border pregnant should be able to have an abortion on demand funded by the federal government. I don't believe that. Is that crazy? In Mexico, most states of Mexico outlaw abortion. You can get prosecuted. Even in Mexico City, you can only have abortion up to 12 weeks. That's it. If the United States Supreme Court would rule that anyone, any minor, any woman, could cross the border and immediately have an abortion on demand, can you imagine? This is just common sense. It's common sense. Now, Kavanaugh didn't say kick the girl out or any of that. He said she needs to get a sponsor inside the USA, a legitimate, responsible sponsor. Then they'll talk it over, and then they can go and seek an abortion. That unreasonable? No, it's not. So when you hear this, oh, back alleys, and these people are lying to you. And there's some senators of the United States, Patty Murray in Washington. She's lying to you. Planned Parenthood, lying to you. They don't care. They worship at the altar of reproductive rights. The end justifies me. If I have to lie, I'm going to lie. Now, CNN, almost immediately after Judge Kavanaugh's announcement, came out with, Trump appointed him because the judge doesn't believe that presidents should be prosecuted for crimes while in office. And that's true. In 2009, Judge Kavanaugh wrote a long dissertation about how a sitting president should be allowed to defer civil suits and criminal suits till after he's out of office. However, Kavanaugh said, but impeachment is absolutely in play. You got to remember something. Richard Nixon was never referred to a grand jury. I mean, he was never arrested or handcuffed or anything like that. All of the Watergate stuff was generated by Congress. FBI investigated, handed over what they knew. White House handed over what they had. Congress did it. There was a special prosecutor, Archibald Cox, but Congress drove it. Kavanaugh's big on that because he worked on the Clinton impeachment. He said, look, if you want to impeach a president, that's fine. You just can't have every left-wing prosecutor in the country lodging charges at him. I mean, Attorney General in New York, Schneiderman, the guy who was had to resign because of personal things. He was going after Trump any way he could. Political. All these stupid civil suits. You can't have a president every 3 weeks having another suit lodged against. He can't run the country. So Kavanaugh was absolutely right. But CNN, look, Kavanaugh wouldn't want anything. And it's because they are praying, desperately praying, that something will come out of this Russian collusion business. So, all in all, Kavanaugh was picked by President Trump because he has the votes. Kavanaugh will be confirmed, I predict, and maybe 3 or 4 Democrats may even vote for him. Has the votes. Donald Trump wanted to win. The other candidates that he considered, some of them were maybe better than Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh is a establishment man, a Washington man, no doubt about it. But he has the votes, and I believe he will be confirmed in the fall. I'm Bill O'Reilly for Newsmax, reminding you that you can see commentary every day on BillO'Reilly.com. If you're looking for a good summer entertainment, check out Killing England. Read that book on vacation. You'll like it. We'll see you soon.